That was great last night.
I'll say. But it's so frustrating that it only lasted until 2. But the best is yet to come.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we can do it all over again because now WZBC Newton begins another day of broadcasting.
WZBC?
Oh, yeah. WZBC is the Class A student-operated radio station of Boston College.
Class A?
Yes, indeed, and it's licensed to the trustees of Boston College by the Federal Communications Commission.
Really?
And know what else? It's at 90.3 FM megahertz, and it has 1,000 very effective watts of power.
That sounds great.
I'll say. And they do it all from the main campuses of Boston College in Newton, Massachusetts.
Well, now what?
Can you reach that for me? Right there?
Oh, sure. How's this?
Oh, that's it.
Good evening and welcome to the WZBC General Meeting. WZBC began as a student-oriented, student-run organization of Boston College in the early 1950s. WVBC, as it was known back then, was an AM carrier current station operating only on campus. In 1974, WVBC added its carrier current AM station, a 10-watt, FCC-licensed FM station. Since Bethany College in Virginia also used the call letters WVBC, Boston College was requested to change its legal identification to the present WZBC. In 1975, WZBC-FM boosted its power from 10 to 1,000 watts, increasing its listening area to approximately 50 miles of radius and assuming a larger responsibility to the surrounding community. WZBC-AM remained as a carrier current station serving the Boston College community. In 1978, WZBC-FM increased the number of broadcast hours from 12 to 18 hours per day. And then, in 1979, ZBC began broadcasting in stereo, improving the quality of all air sound. WZBC is a member of the Intercollegiate Broadcast System, an organization formed in 1939 by the pioneers of carrier current broadcasting to represent the interests of college radio stations before agencies such as the FCC. The IBS serves as a network, a lobbying group, and an advice giver for college radio stations, and WZBC is under the administration of the OSPAR, Office of Student Programs at Boston College.
You've made the step up to see a participating. Now it's time for. Right now, here's Pink Floyd on High 2030.
On the dial of your radio, there is a void, which WZBC fills. Modern rock.
9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
At 90.3 megacycles on WVBC Newton.
Now, a little bit about WZBC-AM. WZBC is a commercial carrier current radio station which is heard in several locations on campus, such as the Eagle's Nest, McElroy Commons, and other dining halls and dormitories around the campus. This can be picked up on 640 on the AM band. The carrier current signal travels to all the buildings on campus throughout the electrical system and radiates a few hundred feet from these electrical lines. WZBC-AM's programming is aimed at serving the needs of the Boston College community while providing the AM staff with an educational experience in broadcast communications. The AM station also serves as a training ground for future FM staff members by providing opportunities in the following areas: music, news, sports, public affairs, public service, promotions, sales, production, and traffic. An on-air staff of approximately 40 DJs provides the rock and jazz programs that fill out most of WZBC's AM's broadcast day, which usually runs from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or midnight, and 10 to 25 substitutes are available to fill in for the regular DJs. WZBC-AM usually does live remote broadcasts from the Dust Bowl during Fall Fest and Spring Fest and participates in other special events such as the annual BC Runathon. At the start of each semester, prospective AM DJs must attend training sessions staffed by experienced AM and FM DJs. The AM hopefuls are taught the technical aspects of operating the AM studio and instructed in radio broadcast techniques and policies of WZBC. Next, all trainees are tested by the AM coordinator on radio broadcast knowledge in the form of a written test and the technical knowledge of equipment with the actual operation of the AM board. 2-hour time slots are assigned to the highest scoring persons until all time slots are filled. Those persons who passed the test but did not score high enough to earn a time slot will make up the substitute list and will be worked into the schedule as openings appear on the schedule.
WZBC Newton.
The AM Promotions Department is responsible for organizing publicity for WZBC-AM. This includes university relations with UGBC, dining services, and faculty. This year, AM Promotions hopes to organize a WZBC Dance Rock Night at the Rat, as well as reversing a recent university decision to prohibit amplified music during student activity days. You may have noticed that Fall Fest was lacking without music on the Dust Bowl.
Freeze! Do not attempt to change its frequency.
This WVBC transmission
Is now entering your mind.
And you cannot resist.
Now to tell you about WZBC-FM. WZBC-FM is a non-commercial 1,000-watt radio station which broadcasts in stereo on a frequency of 90.3 megahertz and can be heard within a 50-mile radius of Boston College. Although its transmitter sits in Cheverus Hall, WZBC-FM remains a true underground radio station with its studios, offices, and record library located deep within the depths of McElroy Hall. WZBC-FM's musical programming is designed to provide an alternative to the fare offered by larger commercial FM stations in the greater Boston area, while at the same time WZBC-FM strives to produce news, sports, and public affairs programs that inform, entertain, and serve members of a large community which includes the University, Newton, Allston, Brighton, and all of greater Boston. The FM station provides students who have learned basic skills on WZBC-AM with the opportunity to develop as broadcast professionals. WZBC signs on at 8 o'clock in the morning and signs off at 2 a.m. The FM staff produces non-commercial alternative rock and experimental music programs, live and taped news, sports, and public affairs shows during the week, and on weekends, jazz, reggae, folk, rhythm and blues, and classical programs. The behind-the-scenes staff does work in promotions and production.
Radio station WZBC.
BC's Best Beat.
Hello, this is Adam of Adam and the Ants, and you're listening to WZBC 90.3 in Newton, playing ant music for sex people.
Modern rock fills the airwaves from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and was designed to present the newest new wave releases and older releases that influenced the development of new wave music. DJs play a certain number of cuts per hour from a selection of core records, new releases less than 4 months old on the FM playlist, and a body of older releases determined by the music director and the program director to be seminal or innovative in some key way. No commercial potential takes up a block of time from 7 p.m. to sign-off time, 2 a.m. NCP consists of programs whose only common denominator is that they could not be used in a commercial radio format to make money. NCP does not mean no professional potential. In fact, this type of formatless format demands a high degree of broadcast professionalism. NCP shows tend to lean toward various musical genres, depending on the individual DJ's area of expertise. WZBC invites you to tune in and listen.
This is WZBC Newton, 90.3 FM.
WZBC in Newton, Mass. WZBC in Newton, Mass.
Other departments at WZBC include engineering, production, sales, traffic, personnel, public affairs, news, sports, and business. The production department is responsible for those WZBC IDs and promos which can be heard continuously throughout this meeting, and also using editing and splicing techniques, prepares advertisements, public service announcements, and other exciting masterpieces for airplay in our multi-$1,000 production facility. Another department which always needs help is the engineering department, which maintains the facilities at WZBC and at our transmitter site in Cheverus Hall. This is an excellent opportunity to learn or utilize any engineering or electrical talents you may have. Contact Steve Riggs or our technical director to get your hands dirty. Sales is another important part of WZBC. Selling advertising time on WZBC-AM and appropriating grants on WZBC-FM is great experience for anyone interested in advertising or sales promotion and pays a regular commission on a percentage of sales while allowing interaction with local businesses and local and national advertising agencies. The Personnel Department is responsible for maintaining accurate, up-to-date information on all station members, and department members aid the Personnel Director in this function by updating and entering information into BC's computer system. The Personnel Department also is involved in coordinating the Student Activities Day and the collection of $2 semesterly dues for our membership at WZBC.
How do you say?
WZBC. WZBC.
WZBC 90.3 FM.
WZBC in Newton.
WZBC. WZBC.
WZBC. 90.3 FM. That's hard to say. WZBC.
WZBC. It's not that hard to say.
Okay, this is the mystery voice here, which all will be revealed in a moment. You're listening to WZBC in Newton on AM 640. Who's the mystery voice? I'm going to tell you. It's the one and only fabulous Jules Holland.
Hi, I'm Jim McKay. I'm the FM Promotions Director. The job of the FM Promotions Department is, you guessed it, to promote FM. We do things like ticket giveaways to clubs like The Channel, Jonathan Swift's, and Spit. And we're also in charge of interviews. In the past year, we've had such bands as the Comsat Angels, Liquid Liquid, The Jam, Robert Ashley, The Waitresses, R.E.M., Adrian Ballou, Modern English, The Human Switchboard, Material, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, The Flesh Tones, Snakefinger, Medium Medium, Pete Shelley, The Psychedelic Furs, The Surgical Penis Clinic, Wall of Voodoo, Steve Hackett, formerly of Genesis, The Bush Tetras, Ian Hunter, Tangerine Dream, Brian Brain, Agent Orange, Echo and the Bunnymen, Pell Mell, The Wipers, La Rage, Adam Ant, The UK Subs, The Gang of Four, TSOL, The Flesh Eaters, Plan 9, The Rudy Column, Dead Kennedys, A Band Apart, and just this afternoon we had in our lovely studios, The Lords of the New Church. The FM Promotions Department also does ads and benefits. In the past, we've had benefits with Jeff and Jane Hudson, Someone in the Somebodies, Native Tongue, Dangerous Birds, Primary Colors, and the world's famous Chapter 12. If you're interested in getting involved in FM promotions, you have to be a nice person. You have to be able to talk with people on the phone, and you have to be able to talk with people in person. We've sponsored some shows in the past summer, and this is new to our department. We sponsored Mission of Burma and the Proletariat at the Rat and All Ages show, and WZBC presented... What did we present, Chris?
Dangerous Birds, Primary Colors.
That's right. Yeah. And coming up on October 9th, ZBC presents Public Image Limited at the Channel. We also make messages, too.
It's just a message. This is a message from ZBC. Modern rock, 9 to 5. No commercial potential, 6:30 to 2 a.m. All this happens Monday through Friday. Don't change the dial. Don't change the station. 90.3 WZBC, Newton, Mass. That's Newton, Mass. Newton.
Love it, hate it, but you can't ignore it. Here, good is bad, and bad is about as good as you can possibly get.
The WZBC Sports Department broadcasts all of the home games of Boston College football, hockey, and basketball teams. WZBC also broadcasts selected away games depending on the funding and time available for trips. Opportunities for play-by-play and color commentary are sought by the most new members, and such opportunities can be earned. In addition to the broadcasters, the broadcast crew consists of engineers and a statistician who help produce each game. By working on this crew, new members can gain valuable experience in what is involved in broadcasting a live event. Daily sports reports are also an integral part of WZBC Sports.
WZBC Newton presents The Evening Report with a look at today's local, national, and international events. And now, The Evening Report.
Hey, you! Dogs watch that! Dogs watch that! Dogs watch that!
Don't touch that dial if you want the station that's #1 in Boston College sports coverage. It all starts in September with Eagles football action. Rudy hands it off to Strahan, running off the right side. Strahan still on his feet, trying to get in the end zone, and he does! Touchdown, Boston College! The freshman halfback scores for the Eagles, and the Eagles now lead by a score of 30-14. And who can forget last spring when Boston College had this town in an uproar when the Eagles basketball team made its unforgettable bid for a national championship.
Outside, Michael Adams, the freshman, fake, out for Chandler. He jumps to 20. So don't forget, exciting major college football, basketball, and hockey action on 90.3 FM. It's coming your way in September. Tune in to your Eagle sports station, WZBC Newton.
The news department offers students an opportunity to gain on-the-air experience while learning how to edit Associated Press wire copy and how to write for and put together a newscast. The news department produces several 5-minute newscasts each weekday for WZBC-AM and FM, and during the week, the FM news staff produces daily hour-long morning news shows and half-hour evening news programs. Newscasters cover local news as well as national and international stories on both WZBC, AM, and FM.
You're listening to WZBC Newton, 90.3 FM, alternative radio in Boston. Stay tuned.
Well, thanks for sitting in on the WZBC General Meeting. We hope you'll consider lending us your talents and letting us lend you ours. WZBC is a learning environment with hundreds of opportunities to become involved. On air, engineering, writing, producing graphics, management, and just plain gophering. It's all here at WZBC, Boston College Radio. Please remain seated at the close of this meeting to meet with the appropriate director of your department and receive a schedule of upcoming department meetings. Thank you very much.
are beings of the traxable system. He derived positive stimulation from the Terran electromagnetic transmissions at 90,300,000 cycles. He failed to discern the corresponding significance of proclamation WZBC Newton. The traxable system demands further clarification.
You have to let that rocket drop. The oil down the desert way has been shaken to the top.